righty. But yeah, I'm just so excited because tomorrow my new video goes up, and I worked so hard on this, and Fatman seemed to really like it. So
it was really funny.
And it's over an hour long. Well, not over. It's just under an hour long. Sorry, that's the reverse of what I meant to say. It's just under an hour long, and it's on a topic that I don't know everyone wants to actually have any kind of commentary on. Though apparently there's a small section of YouTube that's trying to defend the game, and
really,
there were two very adamant reviews that this game is not bad. And
I actually was just rewatching the Spoonie review last night.
Oh, dude, I go into way more depth than Spoonie does. That was my entire goal. Was like, if I'm going to try and one up Spoonie with this review, I need to make sure I have every single piece of evidence to make sure this game gets fucking buried.
Good.
And I didn't even have to fucking look. Like, I literally just played through the game, and my script I had to pare down. I could have gone on for 2 hours about this game, but I didn't want to reiterate half the shit that is in there, Mauler style.
Oh God.
How's that going, by the way?
That whole Twitter exchange was so stupid.
I was having trouble following exactly what you guys were saying. Just because, like,
okay, so I responded to the Monkey Jones, the Monkey Jones tweet, and I was saying, okay, yeah, this guy, he's underestimating the audience's intelligence and overestimating their patience. I was saying that he's trite and repetitive. Those were the two things I was saying, and then I ended it with this, it was just an insult. It was just a quip. It was just me trying to, be clever. And the thing I said was, YouTube is the wrong platform. When I clearly should have said something like, he should have uploaded them to the trash. Because I wasn't implying that there was a different platform that he should be uploading to.
Yeah,
But when he responded with, oh, I have 90,000 subscribers, I thought he was one of those guys who's like, I can't be bad. I'm popular. I thought that's what he was doing. But no, he was saying, oh, I disagree with your conjecture that YouTube is the wrong platform to be uploading these videos to, when that was, like, never even part of my claim. I was just saying, dude, you suck. Don't upload these videos anywhere. And it was like, he went after a part of my statement that I wasn't even taking seriously when I wrote it. And I thought he was defending my actual critique of his writing by saying he was popular. When he was defending his existence on YouTube with the fact that he is successful by the metrics that YouTube measures.
To be fair,
and we just went off on this entire tangent.
And that got vicious. That got vicious.
Yeah. And then I called him a chess club vice president ass motherfucker, which I'm very proud of. And then he invited me on his podcast, which I'm thankful for. So yeah,
oh man,
that was one hell of a journey.
I still can't believe, like.
And it's all Raymond's fault.
I should have showed you, like, one of his unbridled rages first, because they are his quicker content.
They're better than his 11-hour takedowns of.
No, his fucking takedowns are great. You just didn't have the patience to sit through them.
If they're 11 hours,
I sat through 4 hours of that 11-hour H-Bomber guy takedown video.
Wait,
really?
Did he seriously do 11 hours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who the fuck has patience for that?
Dude,
he did.
Okay, there's another one that's completely different. He did a fantastic analysis comparing Amnesia: The Dark Descent to Soma, and why they're not intrinsically the same game, and why Soma is not as well regarded as Amnesia. And it's absolutely, like, he did, like, I want to say 13 hours on it. Absolutely brilliant.
That's half a day. That is half a day of your life, not including breaks you take.
Well, it took him like
video.
It took him for fucking ever to get it done, apparently.
I mean, God bless your work ethic, but Jesus Christ, man, this is why I don't upload hour-long videos.
I try to keep mine under an hour if I can.
Yeah,
help it.
same. That's why I divide it into parts.
Here I am working on a video that's probably going to be 3.5 hours.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man.
The fact that I cut my thing review down to just about an hour, that's the bare minimum of what I could critique in the game. That is the absolute bare minimum. That's not me reiterating individual glitches I discovered, individual moments of just sheer stupidity in the coding or the design. It is a garbage game by any standard. And I am so glad it is now fucking fertilizer.
I mean, technically it was always fertilizer because nobody's. Like,
yeah, but now it's pulped.
99,913 views.
Nice.
Alrighty.
That's gonna roll over today.
Yeah,
well,
most likely.
Let's get to it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our reactions for KonoSuba and My Hero Academia Season 3. Today we are watching episode 9 of KonoSuba and episode 22 of My Hero Academia.
Are we finally gonna see if Todoroki failed his exam?
Hopefully.
Probably.
But first we're going to get to KonoSuba because that's typically how we go now. Last time on
KonoSuba is just good old-fashioned fun.
Yes.
We don't need to spend a whole lot of time talking about it.
It's just us being happy before, this reaction series is basically just us being happy before fucking Volume 6 comes around.
Yeah, that's really that's what it should be. We deserve some enjoyment in our lives.
Yeah.
A little bit of happiness, aside from the ironic happiness we get watching RWBY.
Because, Volume 6 is going to come out, and then I think before Volume 6 is over, we're going to get...
Genlock.
I
think so, yeah.
Oh my god, double reactions.
Yeah, and I need happiness to take away from the fact that Makuya is not playing anywhere near me, and I'm very sad about that.
All right, well, on to less grim thoughts, KonoSuba. Last episode, we got introduced to Wiz, who has huge tracts of land and is definitely a sweet, sweet lich.
Also, they have a house now.
Yeah, they have a house.
Yes, they have a house.
Yes.
I fucking knew it. My fucking thing was retrying. That's fine. Come on, internet. That's right. My internet's not super good anymore because I don't have it set up. I can't set it up because my sister won't let me. She hates it that I have a wire running throughout the entire house. Siblings, man, they're the worst. Anyway, is you gentlemen loaded up and ready to go?
Yeah.
Batman?
Yes.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh, hey, no, cold open. Shit.
Yeah, reload, don't worry.
Wait, what?
We'll catch up after the, intro.
Yep.
Take me the confused French girls.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Lobby?
お前ステータスが最初見た時から一切伸びてない気がするんだが。バカね、カズ。に決まってるじゃない。そこらの一般の冒険者と一緒にすることが間違ってるわ。しかありませんね。おい、めぐみ。
Those things are not animated properly. I'm sorry. Far be it for me to argue for realism in an anime, but.
Oh, is it this episode?
Wait, is there no intro today?
That's a good question. Unless this is just...
We're still barely 2 minutes in. There might be an intro.
Have we met them before?
No.
Okay.
驚きすぎだろう。というかこの奥に何かあるのか。
は男の冒険者たちだけの秘密なんだが、サキバスたちがこっそり経営し、話を知ってるか。詳しく。
Okay,
Fraser.
so full admission here. I couldn't make it through this episode because the levels of awkward that I knew were coming scared the shit out of me.
Really? Oh no! Always a good sign.
But that, I think this might be more on me being a pussy when it comes to being embarrassed or secondhand embarrassed. Also, I don't know if those fears were well founded because I skipped to the end and I don't know, like
Oh God.
So
okay.
I just have
Well, that
crippling
sounds
anxiety. I'm no longer
rewarding.
alone, so I won't be suffering alone. I think I can make it through it this time. But
Lord, this does not bode well.
no.
All right,
no.
make sure to tell me when you get to the end of the intro.
Will do. It's a good setup. It's a good setup. I'll tell you that. But it's
Okay.
Can't wait.
I mean, it shows you this because, like, I care about these characters enough that when they're embarrassed, I actually feel embarrassed for them.
Oh,
you go.
you're like the embodiment of like sympathetic cringe.
Yes, that is it. I can't stand
Yes.
I am sympathetic cringe personified.
I mean, I don't like cringe humor either, so like that's fine.
Cringe humor
It's ending.
is...
It's ending. Wait. 3, 2, 1. Ended. Now.
Okay.
Okay. What time?
They're in the room, right?
Yes.
They're writing on the paper.
I'm
at 4:13.
Wait, I'm at what 4:13?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2,
4:18,
3,
4:19.
4, 5. Oh wait, hold on. I was catching up to you guys.
Oh God damn it.
Do you want us to pause? Should we pause?
Yeah, let's just go back to let's all just go back to the end of the intro.
Okay.
And-
What's it got? 407, 408? What are we looking at?
A minute. I'll time it.
Yeah, I think the end of the intro is like 407.
Yeah.
Yeah, 407. Everyone go to 407. 3, 2, 1 at 407.
You didn't say
Are you
go.
gonna-
You didn't
are
say
you
go.
gonna-
Shit,
Wait,
sorry.
I'm like, wait, was that the go? Was that the go?
Sorry,
What just happened?
my brain is not woken up yet. Okay. All right.
okay.
At 407.
This is the comedy antics you guys all want to watch for.
3, 2, 1, go.
There.
You happy now?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't take an implication about a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
I wasn't sure.
3, 2, 1 at 407 is not the same as 3, 2, 1 go.
Listen, if we do this, if like we do it, this kind of thing 10
Oh,
times,
shit,
and
I-
9
this-
times out of 10 you say go, and the 10th time you don't say go, that is
You
not.
should get the implication. Also, this episode's totally getting me demonetized.
Not if you cut it well enough.
Yeah.
But damn.
Oh lord.
A damn.
Succubi, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How nice.
Isn't that the? That's the guy.
職業旗織り職人？え、ボケ？
What?
お客様？
はい。
こちら。ではご説明しますね。
Boobs should not make up like 70% of your body mass.
Oh dear, you're right. This episode is totally getting demonetized. You should replace the footage with something more wholesome.
Yeah, Raymond, you're fucked. And not
I might just put, like,
and not the
black
kind of fuck that
strips.
Cosmo's about to get right now.
Dude, the space between her
you should
breasts.
just replace it with like Spider-Man footage. With Spider-Man footage with the same subtitles.
Oh god, yeah, we're like 6 minutes
Wait,
in.
no,
not
we're
gonna-
fine. We're fine because I remember I covered most of the screen with our faces.
That's a good start.
I make a very good argument that if someone can get aroused with those in the way, that there's already problems going on with that individual.
There are more problems than.
Dreams that bring them relief. Okay.
Yes. Ooh. Okay. Say no, Kazuma. Just say no.
Of course he will not say no, but
意見って項目がありますけど、
王様とか英雄とかになってみたいというお客様
oh, that's why he wrote Artisan Weaver. Okay.
そうなんですか。
強気な女性冒険者に押し倒されたいとのお客様もいらっしゃいました。
What the fuck?
No! あ、この相手
That camera angle.
They knew what they were doing with this show. They knew exactly what they were doing with this show.
Oh fuck. Oh god.
つまり有名なあの子やってことですか？
はい、二次元嫁というのは何かわかりませんが。
I don't know what a 2D waifu
大丈夫です。だって夢ですから。
I love how we have to worry about copyright in a dream.
もう制限なんかないってことですかね？
Oh dear God, what are you gonna do?
指名する気はないんですかね？あ、一応
お好みでどうぞ。
Ah.
Okay, now we're getting into territory.
This guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh God, this is gonna go horribly.
Oh fuck.
Please be careful not to drink too much.
夢を見せることができませんから。
Okay, wow.
You can see where the setup might lead to some things. Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
カズマ喜びなさい。今日の晩ご飯はすごいわよ。カニよカニ。
I didn't realize we were in
That
Maryland.
looks fucking amazing.
超上物の霜降り赤ガニにすんごい高級少女まで。
Cool. Crabs.
娘がお世
I
話に
didn't realize my ex got cast in this show.
霜降り赤ガニにお目
That can be taken the wrong way. She was from Maryland and she really liked Maryland crabs. She did not have crabs or give anyone crabs. I should be clear about that.
Whoops.
I should be absolutely clear about that.
Just make sure you shave thoroughly.
それそうあれ？お前今最後なんて言った？
What'd you say at the end? I didn't hear that.
I didn't get it, no. I was too busy defending my ex.
Ooh.
That was your first mistake.
No,
Oh,
listen, I'm friendly with
Stop eating the crab! Stop eating the crab! I love
Oh,
crab!
no.
Stop!
Oh,
God
man.
damn it.
This is torture! I want crab!
Is he already having a succubus dream?
I can't want crab because I'm Massachusetts, so I have to go with lobster.
Lobster I never found quite as good as crab. It's always kind of been bland to me.
Lobster is an excuse to eat butter.
It is. It really is.
That's
I don't
why
need lobster for that. No, you're not supposed to drink. Wait, when did he learn fire?
空を浮いて。
You're not supposed to drink too much.
Well, I thought the point was if he drank too much, they couldn't show up in his dream at all,
Basically.
and he would have just wasted his money.
I don't think he spent anything.
Or
He
I
spent his
mean,
life
they took his
essence.
life. They take his vitality, right? They give him the dreams and they take some
Oh, yeah,
vitality
here we
in
go.
payment.
Here we go.
飲まないのか
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Alright, he's thought of this.
Okay.
I mean,
Calm down. I'm capable of restraint. Oh man.
確かにうまい
come on, this is probably not going to be the only time you have this meal. Let's be fair here.
Oh man. He's trying.
Whole life goes.
Oh, this is comedy gold.
初披露の宴会芸機動要塞デストロイヤーあの動きを再現するとは
What is happening right now?
Drunk Aqua, I think.
Well, so basically, the usual.
Yep.
魂が命じると
She's drunk like 90% of the time in this show.
どうしたカズマうちから送られてきたもの口に合わなかったか
What?
今日は昼間に知り合いと飲んでもう飲めそうにないんだ。明日もらうよ。やめろ、そんな純粋そうな顔で笑わないでくれ。普段はろくでもない。
Don't give me such a genuine smile.
日頃の礼だ
そうだ。みんなと一緒に飲んで夢のことなんて忘れちまえばいい。
Is she groping her?
Jesus Christ.
See, this is why Megumin is best girl.
Yeah.
She knows where the goods are.
それじゃあちょっと早いけど、俺はもうね。
Oh, god damn it.
すみ。
You got really like, got really deep there for a second, and then he just.
ドキドキしてきた。
Dude, take off the fucking jacket.
Maybe it's cold.
He's sleeping in his. Oh man, but track jackets are really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well.
And here's where I stopped watching. You'll see why.
Oh no. Oh no.
夢を見せてもらうだけだから。
Oh no.
Oh, is this already his dream?
Oh no. This is gonna be like a misunderstanding, isn't it?
Oh, it might be. The best
Oh.
kind of misunderstanding.
Oh no.
タンの火が消えてる？
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
What's gonna happen?
Oh no. Oh, come on!
今夜は本当に月がき
Oh my. No. 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 If I had a dice right now, I'd roll for stealth and just bamf the fuck out. Jesus Christ.
No! Fuck.
Oh no. Oh dear God.
No! Oh fuck.
Well, congratulations. She's the first one of them to see him naked.
She will not be the last.
Oh. God, it must be nice living in a fantasy world. You have so many excuses.
Oh dear God.
Maybe he was just possessed by a ghost that they didn't get out when they exorcised the manor in the last episode.
You know, given her character, you'd think she'd be into this.
Yeah, you think she'd be into this.
なんて設定してないぞ。あ、いや。
Oh,
お姉さんとも書いて。お前が世間知らず設定なのはしょうがないが。
Fuck.
what the fuck is going on?
私が背中を流すのが世間
None of this is considered common sense in this situation!
これがどういう状況か分かっているのか悪 めぐみに。
でもみんなで一緒に入ればいいんじゃないかな。
Oh, no, 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 no.
さっきから騒がしいぞ。何時だと思ってるんだ。近所迷惑も考えろよ。
What neighbors? They live like they live out in buttfuck.
常識的なことを言われても、私が常識知ら。
お前はいつも
Yes, but you know.
Normally.
夢だから騒いでも問題ない。それじゃあお願いします。
Oh dear God. Oh dear God. I am so uncomfortable right now.
Oh god.
Oh God.
This is.
強く抵抗できない自分の性癖が出さ
What the fuck?
なのにお前が照れて恥ずかしがる姿はなんかいいな。
Oh, I should have a drink. All I have is water.
Oh fuck.
ほら、これでいいだろ。私はもう上がっ。
テンダー、常識知らず設定だからってこの後の定番がわからないのか？
Jesus.
いくら私が世間を知らないと言っても、これはさすがに。
早く。早く。早く。
Fuck. Oh god.
Oh no. Oh no.
ここでそんなお預け設定はつけてないぞ。
Oh God.
夢の中ですら。
Oh God.
Well, I only shipped them a little bit harder.
身動き取れなくなったクセモノが。こっちにもクセモノがいた。
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
サキュバス、結界に引っかかって動け。
Oh
God.
no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh. At some point it's...
Oh.
Yes.
サクッと悪魔払いしてあげるわ。おとなしく召され
Wait,
るが
did the scene just cut right there? That was a really awkward split.
するのね。今とびきり強力な対悪魔用の。
逃げろ。
カズマの正規を狙って襲いに来た悪魔なのよ。正気ですか、カズマ。侵入できなかった未熟な私が悪いんです。お客さんに恥をかかせるわけには。お客さんに何もしないことは。
I want that succubus! She's so cute! I don't care if she steals my soul. Actually, wait, she can't. I'm Ginger.
You have a loophole.
This is why me and a succubus is a perfect pairing.
No need to tell...
Partners in crime. And she's a little small. Wait till she grows a little bit.
ここで決着をつけないといけないようね。あんたをケチョンケチョンにした後、そこのさ。
What? No.
I'm disappointed in myself. This is an interesting way to end the episode.
I am like...
Oh, he's pretending to be like, enchanted. God. Oh, he got beat up.
Okay. Well, I mean, it worked.
Better toss some salt.
Well done.
Wow, she's wearing conservative clothing.
いい加減
Somewhat.
口聞いてくれよ。っていうか、あんな状況で雰囲気に。
Fuck you!
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck you!
ことは覚えていないんだな。
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
お前はあのサキュバスに操られていた。
Okay.
残念ながら覚えてないよ。
Yeah, he's pretending, right? Well,
まあしょうがない。事故みたいな。
ゆうべ、俺はサキュバスに操られていた。
Yes.
ということにな
Oh.
なので乗っかっておこう。
Oh boy.
しかし
what a fucker.
なんだか強引で
A little scary,
だ
yeah.
ったな。物を
You were almost
See,
crying!
I saw this
く
end
れたのは
section, which is why I was like, I could see these two working out together.
あるまいし、もうちょっと
Because she enjoys that kind of thing. I just think that an actual
悪くないぞ。
consensual context would have probably been much better.
入浴中の札もかけて。やら。
おいお前、やっぱり夕べのことを覚えているんじゃないのか。報道だったのか。おいカズマ。
What in the
Oh. Oh.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Do you guys remember that back at like the beginning of the season?
What the fuck?
Oh.
I mean, I don't, but we were just talking about it.
It was one of the mission boards.
Kind of.
They were like, "Oh, there's a giant fortress approaching the city. Let's not do that mission."
I mean, it's been 9 weeks, so like, you know.
It wasn't that early. It was probably like, I want to say episode 6. I want to say maybe it was like episode
I
5.
can barely remember what happened yesterday.
I mean, that sounds like a personal problem, but
It is a personal problem.
So yeah, that was a better episode. So I kind of got to go through a little bit
was,
blind with you
that
guys.
was uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, that
What
like
the
you can see
fuck?
why I skipped that whole bathroom segment.
Yeah, Jesus God.
I skipped past it all the way to when they were talking outside, and that's like just the way they were talking to each other. There's some level of mutual understanding going on there. That's why I shipped the two. But like, God, that could have been way better context-wise.
Yeah.
To start the ship.
So, apparently this one only goes to 720, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit for this to load properly.
Well,
Well, maybe
that was an episode and a half, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was.
Holy shit.
Also, I
Oh,
really want
fucking
crab
Christ.
now.
Yeah, I like crab.
So was KonoSuba trying to like he could have gone with the story that he was being controlled and that he has no memory, but he kind of like stepped out of that at the end. I mean, he's not that bad of a guy. He's just an asshole.
I mean, he really, like, on one hand, I do blame him, but on the other hand, like, how was he supposed to know? Like, he left it dangerously vague as to what the circumstances were in his dream.
Yeah.
And that meant that anything in reality could reflect that. So remember this, next time you guys sign a deal with the Succubus in order to have very nice dreams, make sure you're very specific with the details. Make sure you have a tell to know you're in the dream. And always carry a totem, okay? Always carry a totem. The ever spinning fidget spinner. Actually, this one's mine. If this stops spinning, I'm not in a dream. Guys, if this stops spinning, guys, it's not stopping. Guys, it's not stopping. Why is there an elephant in here?
Hey.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit that in later.
God damn it, Kazuma.
Kazuma-san. Anyway, so are we ready to move on to My Hero?
Yes, I'm in 720 because that's the only option I have. So hopefully it doesn't pause on me too many times. I've closed out of as much as I could to make the internet better. So.
Okay. All right, let's give it a shot then. Everyone, Fatman, you loaded
Finally gonna.
up? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loaded.
I'm loaded up as I can. Yep.
I'm always loaded. That's my secret, Captain.
3, 2, 1, go. One of these days, I'm just going to do something completely different, like count backwards, just to fuck with you guys.
That's
3.
rude.
We'll never know, and then we'll be like off by like a couple seconds.
The provisional licensing exam is ended.
All right.
Now it's finally time for the results to be revealed.
Okay.
Names of those who passed are listed here in alphabetical order. Keep my words in mind as you search for...
Passed.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Yay! You did it!
Wait, is that why you were fucking shocked? What was that bullshit? Really, that tease out wasn't fear. That was just shock at you made it.
Shit! God
Good
damn
for-
it! It paused on me.
All right, well, just keep working. Just
Hold on. No, I need to find a better server. 720 is not gonna get me through this entire fucking episode. Okay, I'm at 213.
same here, Fatman.
Okay.
Let me see. What am I at? Yeah, I'm at 213.
All right,
Okay.
let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Fuck!
Ha! He passed.
Oh God! Are you serious, Minetta?
What a relief. Magnifique. I did it.
Wow, they all did it.
Being a pro.
Killed it. Right on.
Wait, he failed, but they didn't?
It's not there.
Are you surprised? You fucking idiot!
Oh, Bakugo failed?
Yeah, looks like.
Todoroki also failed.
Of course.
Wow, so both of them failed. Fatman's
all
predictions came true.
Ah.
Or his speculation, I should say.
Wow. What? Wait, how did Bakugo fail, but Kaminari and Kirishima didn't?
They didn't yell at the injured people.
Character development.
I guess so.
Forgive. Tried to ignore that I'm my father's son. It's something I must come to terms with.
Yeah.
You're fine. I was the one who got us off to a bad start. But still. And thanks to the thing.
Holy crap! Did he really fail?
How could our top 2 classmates not pass the exam?
Oh shit.
It's are important, you know.
No.
Bakugo. Mineta is better than Todoroki and Bakugo. Let that sink
I've been
in
saying
for a
that the
minute.
whole time, baby.
Fucking
Vindication.
Mineta, shut up.
I can't believe this.
Todoroki.
I mean, he really kind of did it to himself.
So,
He did.
next we'll give you the printouts of your results.
I mean, I can't really feel bad for Todoroki because he literally almost killed someone.
Uh-huh.
Areas you need to improve going forward.
Kirishima? Thank you, sir. Hand it over. This on you?
Well, come on, how'd you do?
Give me a chance to look and I'll tell you.
We lopped off all
I can't read!
we're done. These demerits are itemized on your result forms as you'll see, so I'd look at them.
Whoa, I got 84. Look at that, guys. It turns out I'm actually kind of great at this stuff.
Wait,
Nice!
Ida, how'd it go?
Good mama.
With 80. Overall, it seems my weak points are in practical application.
71 points. It looks like they mostly docked me for some of the stupid things I said at the beginning and for times when I was just...
Given such empirical evidence about what we should improve upon.
Good job, Ida.
one that didn't give anyone the chance to add points. There was no hope of passing after someone fell below 50.
Yeah.
Until the end. Why not take them off the battlefield when they failed?
Anyway, moving forward,
Because why would you?
as pro-heroes, but only during emergency situations. In other words, fighting or accidents, you may act using your best judgment with no direct orders. Keep in carries with it a deep responsibility toward bettering our society, and that the world is watching you. This hero no longer has his incredible power. One of the reasons crime in this country has been with that deterrent gone, criminals are sure to become bolder and more widespread.
There's a league of them, so yeah.
To be destroyed and for things to change quickly. You young people will be the hope for
I want to know more about the girl with the sharp hair. She's cute.
What, the one that we just saw right then?
Yeah, the blonde.
Yeah. Yeah.
Visual, and you still have much to do. I would like for you to think of yourselves as fledglings. And as for those who fell short and did not pass, we don't have time for you. Instead, we offer you a chance to redeem yourselves. After you attend a 3-month-long special, we plan to issue a provisional license to those of you who failed as well.
Oh. Okay.
There's literally just 4 people that failed. Oh wait, 11.
The first round was grow the 100 selected in that test as much as possible. That's why we watched you all until that you each have promise that once your shortcomings are corrected, you have the potential to.
I like this guy now.
This special
It took a few episodes, but I like him.
run concurrently with your.
He's no Aizawa though.
You're welcome.
No, but he's all right.
Oh, like hell! Special course!
Special course.
Hierarchy is collapsing!
Minetta, shut up.
I'll root for you.
And this is how we remove
damn it.
Bakugo and Todoroki.
We're gonna
from the
find
next
out how many
set.
points he lost.
Minetta? Now, who gives a
No,
shit
I mean
about
anybody who failed.
it? I guess it doesn't really matter.
We might later.
Doesn't it matter to them most of all? They need to know the.
Yeah, well, you know,
Oh, follow-up conversation. Follow-up conversation.
you get to this point, and some of the. Meaning, how do I
His picture.
this is mature and stronger, and it makes. To show this to my mom and All Might as soon as
Follow-up
possible.
conversation.
Yeah, I get.
God damn it.
Since we've reconnected, how about we get together for joint training sometime?
Yeah.
It's the
Aw.
Jujutsu guy.
Todoroki, I'll see you at the special course, but here's the thing.
You guys were laughing. I couldn't hear what he said.
I still
Honestly,
don't like
nothing's
you.
changed.
I heard
Nothing's
that.
changed. I still don't like you.
He is someone who is both bold and sensitive. I admire such. Excuse me. Hello.
Cousin Ned.
I want to know more.
We haven't learned anything like that.
But that girl, the one in the about it so that I can understand how it worked. Do you have any idea where she might be?
Bodysuit. She said she
Amy?
wasn't feeling too well and took a cab to the station so she could go home.
Not Cammy?
Oh. Wait.
Actually, she's been acting kind of strangely for the past few days.
Oh.
Her usual self, I'd say.
What?
It's about time you picked up. Where are you right now? Togo?
You were right! You were fucking right!
Oh, don't worry. It's not even close. And my mission wasn't
Get some of Izuku's yummy blood.
Himiko Toga. Her quirk transform.
I called that shit, son! I called that shit!
You called it. You called it weeks ago.
I assumed that you would devote yourself to... And yet you come to visit me.
We're here so we can get a few things straight.
Wah, wah.
Well, that is a happy reveal for everyone here, I think.
You're gonna have a lot of fun with my footage later, I'll tell you what.
This is all right. If I so much as try to scratch an itch by rubbing my body against this chair, clock suddenly points at me. My brain waves are constantly being monitored. Thought about activating my quirk, and I'll likely be put down like a rabid dog.
Why aren't you put down like a rabid dog anyway?
Yeah.
High-tech security, not even a bit of stimulation for my mind. The word myth calling it Tartarus. That's the name of the underworld prison where kings and titans were.
Thanks. Thanks for the history lesson, guys.
Well, I don't know how informed the Japanese are of Greek mythology, so...
So what now? Let's hear what you have to say. Where's Gran Torino? You came... less. Please, don't tell me you're still trying to be a hero with that feeble body. Feel flattered. I just haven't had anyone to talk to in a while.
I want to... Shigaraki is hiding right now.
Haven't the slightest. Unlike your bird, my...
What were you trying to achieve? What are you hoping for now? Your body preserved it. You devote your time to exploiting and controlling people, toying with innocent lives.
Of course you came here.
It's fun.
Topic. Even if I told you the truth, you wouldn't be sad. Never understand each other.
You complete me.
That's more a Shigaraki one, I think.
I long to be an all-powerful devil. It's the deal and the power to see it enacted. If I could live forever inside, make it a reality.
Why would you need a successor then?
You of all people ask that. It's because you took everything from me. Look at my body.
I literally can't see. I have no eyes.
After you appeared, my infinite potential suddenly normal to pass your work onto someone else when the end is near. Think of it as inheritance. Or the well-sown field planted by one person and cultivated from generation to generation.
Oh, I like this shot right here.
Uh-huh.
Someone else on this planet is already doing nothing more.
You've got 3 minutes left, all right.
On things, I want to keep talking. The world was probably pretty shaken up.
I like how the music stopped for that one moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Outside.
We're keeping him isolated from the news. Please refrain from giving... The man.
All right, be that way. But then I have an active imagination. Now, the media's concern about your absence is mixing with their worry about Endeavor as the new
I would be worried too.
the unity of hero society. Meanwhile, those lurking in the shadows have been listening stability caused by the vacuum you left and are compelled to act. They think this could be their chance.
Phone?
Yeah.
I think Tomura and his group will continue to hide for the
I'm gonna glare at it until it stops.
that rises to the top.
It stopped.
Everyone will naturally wish to increase their influence.
Okay, so Shigaraki still got Toga and Compressed. What about the others?
I think they all escaped.
Well, I know, but where are they now?
Doing villain stuff?
I mean, it's obvious they're keeping tabs on each other. Like, Compressed has Toga's number.
Ugh. I don't like how his eye sockets narrow like actual eyes. That's unnerving.
Oh, come on. Don't let this Hannibal Lecter motherfucker Clarice you.
Dude, United States has smashed this fucker. Come on.
Seriously, why not just put this fucker on the ground? Just...
Yeah.
Hey, they're good guys. They can't do that. They're not allowed to.
The capital punishment is a thing, you know.
Especially.
This man has caused mass destruction multiple times. I think that warrants death.
Yeah.
Underestimate people.
I kept wondering what would annihilate your golden heart.
Twisted plan very well. You want Shigaraki, my master's blood relation, to kill me. That's what you plotted.
Perhaps.
That's dangerous. Remember that no matter his lineage, he's still a criminal.
He'll be dying anytime soon. Especially not by Shigaraki's hand. I refuse to let the future you imagine come to pass.
You said you came to say really what you wanted to say.
Time's up, sir. Please exit.
Torture plots. I am relentless. You're the one.
I am the knight.
I will foil your machinations. I will. I will unwind your yarn. I will.
Alright, we got it.
Foil wrapped machinations and cheese.
Yay!
Happy. Because I'm happy cooking along.
Actually, you know what? We need to look at the big victory of that. Midoriya got through it with all his limbs intact.
Holy shit, you're right. Wait. Oh, Koda has the bunny, right?
Yeah.
Meet me up front later.
Uh-oh.
We need to have a talk about your...
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Has he finally figured it out?
Oh, the sleeping cabin dog.
Oh.
Sleeping Momo. Sleeping Todo.
Fucking Ada.
God, I like how he's wearing the sleeping cap.
Okay, come on.
Don't worry, I have a provisional license. If anything happens, I can beat it up.
Wow, you're so lucky. When I get mine, I hope it's just as cool.
Whatever, Deku. No matter what power you end up with, you'll never...
You brought us to Ground Beta? This is the place where we had our first... Lost. You've always made me sick. You know that, right, Deku? You were useless. No power at all. A joke. So now you're gonna tell me how you... Work that appeared out of nowhere. I wasn't hiding my quirk from you. It was given to me by... I'll work until I have full control of this borrowed quirk.
I mean, it's still not borrowed.
I understand what you meant back then, because what you were saying made no sense, but still. Looking so satisfied with yourself.
Well, I wouldn't say that, Bobby Go.
Ever since that sludge villain. I came to town. Better and better. Until finally you passed the licensing.
That's because you're an
How
asshole.
is that even possible?
Because you're an asshole!
Shut up and listen, you damn nerd! Pissed me off that I've been beaten by such a pathetic weakling.
Loafers. Didn't take him for the loafers kind of guy.
It looks like you've made that borrowed power your own. I've been giving it a lot of thought. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power.
Oh my god, Deku's shirt said shit.
Apparently, he has the ability to steal a person's quirk. Crazy, but then one of those old cat ladies had her power taken from her. It can't
Oh,
work
poor
anymore.
Ragdoll.
And then changing. Then he lost his power and had to retire just like her.
Oh no, he's gonna blame him. Shit.
We all heard it.
Now, it's your turn.
Back then, really understood what he meant. There's more evidence too, like how those Nomu monsters had multiple. sides.
You've gotten weaker, All Might.
Of your life. All Might and that boss villain knew each other before that fight. All Might knew the guy that could do it, and somehow it's all connected to what you said about getting your quirk from.
God damn, you're smart.
I asked All Might about this in a way, but he... That's why.
So I have to go looking for a gay one.
So I don't think you'll say anything. This time I'll let things slide. Just make sure this doesn't happen again.
Which means I must be right. So say it.
When he said he wanted to talk about... This is the price I pay for not following All Might's instructions.
I got this quirk from Endeavor.
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up. Then somehow a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. And I... That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here.
Oh, fuck.
Okay,
Hold on, going to the end just to make sure there's a post-credits.
No, nope. Well. Oh shit, this is building towards what?
What the fuck?
Wow, okay. I mean, I like that we're finally seeing this confrontation. This is exciting stuff. Also, holy
God,
shit,
yeah.
it was Toga! I can't believe that!
It was Toga!
Woo! Tom, I'm so proud of you. You picked up on all the clues. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, okay. So let me run down my thought process of how that went down. So, in that little couple-week period where I took a break because I got burnt out, I went back and I rewatched parts of the training camp assault. It's just stuff with the villains because I really like the villains. So I rewatched Tetsu Mustard, Tokoyami, and Moonfish, and I rewatched Ochako and Toga. And I really listened to what Toga was talking about, you know, crushes and how you feel with them and how you want to, like, know them and all that stuff. So, cut to when Kami first appears, and she's basically saying verbatim what Toga's speech was. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I've heard this before. And then she does her shapeshifty thing, and it hit, and it was just automatic, fuck, that's fucking Toga.
So then, what is Kami's actual power? Kami.
Oh, where is Kami? That's the real question. Where's the real Kami?
I'll do you one better. Why is Kami?
But no, I mean, because
whose phone is
must
ringing?
Obviously exist. That would be mine.
Kill it.
What if she's
glare
dead?
at it until it stops?
Oh, shit.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I am ignoring it. Yeah, but yeah, no, she's either dead or they're holding her somewhere or something.
Did she? Whose blood did she get from the whatchamacallit anyway? Do you remember whose blood did she
from the forest?
From the forest. She got
Ochako? She got Ochako. She definitely got Ochako. I remember it because she jabbed that needle straight into her hip. She said she got 2 people, but I don't know if we ever saw who the second.
Did she
one
get
was.
Froppy?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think so.
No, no. She scratched Froppy's tongue. And
yeah, I remember that.
So then she scratched. It looks like she only needs a little bit of blood. I mean, she got like a drop from Midoriya, so I would assume it's Froppy that she got.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't recall her seeing her getting any of Froppy's blood though. But yeah, I don't know who else she would have gotten the blood from. So yeah, it must have been Froppy.
I mean, I'm definitely excited to see more of what she can do. The talk between All Might and One for All, I thought was kind of dragging. That wasn't my.
That took too long.
That took too long.
It took
I mean, like, I mean, I literally just watched the cinema wins for The Dark Knight, and the fucking interrogation scene between Batman and the Joker was pitch perfect, and it didn't retread information we already knew. This one felt like it was very much just sort of like running through the motions with how the showdown was supposed to be. I felt like they could have maybe quickened that a little bit. And once again, I realized I forgot to put up my fucking screen. Forgetfulness. That said, what else was there? There's then at the end with Bakugo and Deku, I didn't quite feel the build this season, but it's been building for the last two. I mean, so I feel like there should have been a few more things slotted in here, like one or two scenes, just to make the connective thread work.
There's a lot of things. Honestly, there are a lot of areas where there's not been a whole lot of focus. Like Ochako and Ida really haven't had a whole lot to do this season.
That's true. They're trying to expand the principal cast. They're not trying to have it be like, oh, these are the main characters and these are the sub characters.
Yeah, hopefully, like we'll see more expansion in season 4. Because like the way I'm looking at it is that like season 1 kind of set up the whole cast. The most of them don't really do too much except for Deku. Then season 2, the whole cast got way more expounded upon and detail. And a little bit expanded when you add in like class 1, 2B.
Season 2 introduced like all the class 1B people. It kind of solidified that like Todoroki and was like the biggest guy outside of like the main characters.
Yeah.
And then this season, it's been more like no. Everybody's cool.
Yeah.
Not just Bakugo, not just Midoriya, not just Todoroki.
They're just cool in different ways. They're just not completely, like, they're not on the surface noticeably cool, but they're way cooler because of what they can do.
One thing I've noticed a lot is that people really want to see build up.
That's me. That you're talking about me.
I prefer if you're gonna go to a big moment, you need to have some kind of build up for it.
And I thought within the episode it was built fine. I just sort of need something else a little bit to give us a signal that this season is it.
Deku and Baku have had no real conversations or like real interactions for the majority of the season.
Oh no! Don't forget. He did save Bakugo. He was instrumental in saving Bakugo from the villains. We got to remember that whole arc.
That was the season.
But they didn't really have a moment between the two of them.
Okay, look, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I don't know if it's actually devil's advocate that I'm playing. I think it's something. Might be the wrong word. I don't like build-up.
Really?
I think that build-up is filler. Because if you're talking to if you have a scene with somebody and there's something boiling under the surface, why don't you just let it come out?
Well, this is something that I actually posed on Twitter. One of my writing tips is one way you want to define your characters. One way that helps to define your characters is take one character, put him next to another character, and think of something that the first character would not say to the second. Would not say. Think of something that one character would not say to another. And that starts building the relationships, that helps you kind of crystallize what kind of characters you already have to begin with into something more coherent and recognizable. Because what a character doesn't say to another character is in itself an action that defines them.
Exactly.
This is why there's a lot of movies that get rightfully pointed out for being like, oh, they would have told them blank, they would have done blank, they would have said blank, and the critics are correct because in previous moments there was establishment that the characters were they would have acted that way. There was established character motion towards that direction, and there was nothing in this new circumstance that basically indicated why they would not have behaved in a similar fashion. A good example of how it's done right is, someone pointed this out, spoilers for both Infinity War and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Peter Quill has always like I was pissed at him at the end of Infinity War, but someone pointed out that he has always acted on the emotion instinct irrationally, because when he learned that Gamora died, he beat the shit out of Thanos, and that ruined the plan. And people were like, oh, he wouldn't have done that. No, refer back to Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where the minute that he learned that his mother was killed by his father, his literal first instinct was to draw his weapons and to blow his father apart. So it's like...
Wait.
What?
Wait, hold on. Because I didn't watch Guardians 2, so now... But I did watch Guardians 1.
Then why didn't you stop me about the spoilers?
I don't care, because I don't give a shit.
But it's Kurt Russell.
I distinctly remember the first scene of that movie with her in the hospital bed. So please explain that one
his
to me.
father put the cancer in her brain.
Okay.
Magical space entity thing.
Okay.
But so, like, when he learned that, holy shit, you killed my mother, there is no hesitation. He just fucking unloads onto his dad. And it's... So, when it gets to Thanos, and Thanos is like, yeah, I killed Gamora because I had to, Quill is just, fuck this noise, I'm going to beat the shit out of this guy. That's what you call establishing character and following up upon it. And so... when it gets to this kind of thing, when you have characters that wouldn't talk to someone about something, or something like that, you gotta build up to the circumstance to when they would be willing to talk about it. Either you push them into a situation where they are forced to talk about it, or you give them some kind of new perspective, something that changes their perspective, that allows them to converse about it. Now, they almost had... I think they almost had it with Bakugo. I think they just needed one more heart-to-heart with Deku. Like, a lot of this show, I think, really... is missing one or two heart-to-hearts here to bring it to the next level, I think. I mentioned this with Deku's mom, and I know everyone disagrees with me on that, but that's just where I hold that. And I think here with Bakugo, a small heart-to-heart between Deku and Bakugo, briefly after the rescue, could have helped set this up without it feeling like it was a direct set. It wasn't... without it feeling like it was a waste of time. It would have felt like... think of this. A scene where Bakugo... in his own way, thanks Deku for rescuing him. Like, it wouldn't obviously be, thanks Deku. It would be something like...
Didn't he have that scene with Kaminari?
He did have with Kaminari. I think he did with...
He paid him back. He paid him back because he didn't want to...
You did the
Kirishima. Kirishima. Kaminari is Denki.
Who's Kaminari? Did I just make that name up?
The blonde electric guy.
Kirishima is...
Kirishima.
Yeah.
You took Kaminari behind the bushes and zapped him until he was brain fried, and then he apparently.
Right. That was good character development.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was.
That was good character development, but I still think, okay, even just like a glance to Deku, a momentary glance to Deku would have been something.
I wouldn't have. So I don't, because okay, look, this scene with Bakugo and Deku talking their shit, like. This has been building up. Like, he's been thinking about this since season 1.
I know. No, I get that. That's a fair argument to make about it's over the length of seasons and such. I just feel like the way it...
Well, no, okay. Him... And this is the problem that I've always had. Or that I've always had with building up to emotional payoffs. And the actual payoff itself... just diminishes all the time, like, not all the time spent, but all of the effort spent on building it up. Because it's like, you could have done that.
I disagree, because then...
This has been...
I don't know
because Fatman, then you really... because then stories wouldn't be rewatchable.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I wouldn't go back and rewatch some of my favorite stories. Because an entire...
What are you talking about?
A story is literally a build-up to an event. Or at the same time, it's like, it's build up to a series of events that happen in sequence, and typically those events build upon each other. That's how stories work. It's events built upon each other that build up to future events. That's how time works. So... when you build up to something well, it feels like it's a natural flow to these characters growing and changing and becoming different. If you do it poorly, it just feels like you wasted everyone's time for one single plot point. Like, I can understand...
So basically all of Volume 5.
Yes, okay. Volume 5...
Volume 5 didn't have any build-up.
Exactly. No,
it didn't have any...
Volume 5 didn't do anything.
It didn't do anything.
That's the... Okay, no. Look, alright.
Volume 5 didn't have any build-up, that's why it sucked.
Okay, the thing you're talking about, with having Bakugo and Deku talking to each other, having some kind of, like, face-to-face confrontation,
I'm not. You don't even need to go that far. Here's
why
the thing.
Why would Bakugo do that?
Here is the thing that
Bakugo is okay. Look, Bakugo is calling him out here because
like I said, you're misconstruing what I'm saying. You're misconstruing what I'm saying. We just needed some indicator that he was thinking about this, even if we didn't understand it at the time. Even if something that we, upon rewatching, can go like, "Oh, hey, this is where he's connecting the dots." Something that we can appreciate.
No, we do have that.
We have that a lot, but I think in season 3, this is generally really...
No, we did have that with season 3. When fucking All Might was visiting all their houses and Bakugo followed them out, was like, "Hey, what does Deku mean to you?" I think at that point he was definitely connecting the dots.
That was this season?
Oh, that was this season.
It was right. Yeah, it was right after the fucking rescue.
Oh, I thought
when they're like when they were going around and being like, "Hey, we're moving all the kids into the dorms."
Holy shit! You're cutting out pretty hardcore.
Whoa, you guys cut out hardcore. What the hell just happened?
Leave the Discord and come back in.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Hang on.
I think I know what the problem is. I'll get to it when he comes back.
Connecting.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm connected. Yes?
You're still kind of chipping out.
What the hell is going on?
Guys?
Come on. There's literally nothing else in this house.
Guys?
Why is my internet so shit right now?
Guys?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I have no idea.
Am I clipping out like a crazy
I think
robot?
that was on my end. I'm not really sure what happened there. Okay, but I think I know what the problem was. And this is just, it's the distance between episodes. This is because I'm so used to watching shows all the way through in like not one sitting but like in big chunks that I'm not there are things that happen in this season that I'm forgetting about. I'm
remembering pretty much everything this season, which is
no. Like the minute you bring it up, I remember it like that. But it's just like,
but I also have gone back to episodes of this season and rewatched them.
That's true. So it's like there.
Instead of watching season 2, I've been rewatching some of season 3 because priorities.
Yes.
So like, I don't know. Still, I mean, I think part of this is. It doesn't feel like this was the arc for the season, but yet this is feeling like this is definitely leading to the conclusion of the season. I think that's pretty clear. That
we only have 2 episodes left.
So this is definitely going to be the final moment of the season, is this big confrontation. Or at least I'm hoping that is. For all I know, that could be solved within the first 5 minutes of the next episode, and we just move on to something else.
No. This is gonna be a thing, I think.
I hope it is, but sometimes you don't know. You don't know yet.
Who's gonna stop them?
All Might.
Exactly.
So, why would All Might know they're there?
Because All Might's looking for Deku.
He wouldn't. He's just going to congratulate Midoriya on passing his exam, and he walks past them.
Yep.
What? But they're out in abandoned
okay.
Right now.
Like, this is what's gonna happen. Bakugo is gonna build up his big ol' explosion, and then Deku is gonna wind up his big ol' kick. And then they're gonna go and they're gonna hit each other. It's gonna be this like big old like bloom of light, and then when it all comes out, it's gonna be All Might in his like All Might form, and he's blocking both of them, and then they're gonna be like,
and then he's gonna then he's gonna put
stuck in midair.
He literally can't hold that form anymore.
But he can't hold the form, but he can achieve the form.
He's gonna then he'll poof, spit out blood comedically, which will diffuse the tension of the scene.
No, because it's
not gonna be comedic at all.
But
it's gonna they're like he's gonna block them both.
And he can't though. As soon as they impact, he's gonna deflate and they're gonna fucking kill him.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's going.
Come on!
They're gonna go and they're gonna be winding up their biggest attacks, and All Might's gonna be like, shit. They're gonna kill each other. He's gonna All Might up. He's gonna block them both, and then he's gonna be the one that's all incapacitated at the end. And then they're gonna be like,
he's gonna die.
What the fuck have we been doing this whole time?
They're gonna go, oh shit, we gotta hide the body. So the entire series.
Oh come on!
The entire series.
You think Midoriya of all people is gonna go along with that?
Well, if he's the one that killed All Might, maybe.
No.
But no.
No, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna realize that they've been fucking shitlords to each other this whole time, and they're not acting like heroes. They're acting like.
Well, Bakugo's been a shitlord.
I don't know.
Amadori wanted was a friend.
Yeah, and extreme amounts of power. No,
Well, just
enough
to fight
to save everyone.
But the so the I mean, all the same, it just feels like the way I work when it comes to story beats. I always like the story beats of 3, which doesn't quite fit up with the shoujo manga type pacing.
These shoujo manga?
Sorry, not shoujo. Is a shonen. Shoujo's different. Sorry, I read the.
I'm sure the ladies love
is
some
shoujo
My Hero Academia.
Which is shoujo? Is that
shoujo is girl, shonen is
You're right.
boy.
And then there's it's Yuri. Yuri is typically it's something else.
Isn't it just shoujo ai?
I think it's
girls
shoujo. Yeah,
love?
shoujo ai. Shoujo.
I think it's shoujo ai. I don't know if there's like another word, but I know it's just something I.
Yes, it is. It is shoujo ai. It's anime, manga, or fanfic to depict non-explicit lesbian relationships, usually focus on the romantic, loving, emotional side of the relationship, unlike Yuri, which focuses on passionate, lustful, physical side. Oh, I never knew that distinction. Interesting. Okay. Duly noted. I can define my works then a little bit better. But that said, so with the pacing, typically I like for the rules of 3 to apply to plot beats, to character beats, that sort of thing, where internally the season builds up to the big moment, as well as overall the series builds up to the big moment. So basically, for Bakugo, you would have the few beats, the few smaller beats you had in season 1. You had kind of a I want to say a status quo maintenance beat going on in season 2 to remind remind you briefly, hey, there's something still going on in the background here, but we're focusing on other things at the moment. And then you have in season 3 multiple beats that signal to you, hey, remember all these things that we were building up in seasons 1 and 2? Yeah, we're bringing them to the forefront. I feel like we haven't quite gotten that, but I don't know if my memory is quite treating me well on this one.
I don't like that, because that just gets boring. You're just waiting for the thing that you know is coming. That's not like
I counter that, but
like you say that's like for like rewatchability, but why would I want to rewatch something that's just waiting for the thing I know is going to happen?
Because you have other things happening at the same time. Like you don't, because you're thinking that you just drop all your eggs in one fucking plot beat basket. No, you have dozens of plot beats going on at all times. You have multiple things going on, so that when the buildup is happening, you don't realize it. You don't realize it's happening.
Look, if you want to establish characters as being timid and picking their moments and like the kind of people who would like go into a situation with the the goal, I guess, of getting more, of basically building up to something. Like, if you want to have a character who intends to go into a situation to like sow seeds of what's going to happen, then that's part of a character's establishment.
You don't understand, like the idea
that would not work for Bakugo. Why would Bakugo have moments like that?
No, it's not like he's intentionally doing it. It's not an intentional act on a part of the character. It's a part of the story structure that's important. You get that, right?
But if he doesn't but it would still be something that he's doing.
You do something that would still be changing in character for that character in order to signal the build-up. You can do that.
And how would it work in favor of Bakugo?
Simple. It's very simple. You have him glare at Deku in a very poignant time, and I feel like there's a missing glare somewhere along the lines. I don't know how to articulate this clearly, because I'm functioning on a gut instinct here that I feel that something is missing. it's not like with Izuku and his mom, where I feel like there could have been something else that I can clearly point to that can be added, that could have helped build to in the future. An event that stands on its own, but also harkens what's to come. That's the writing technique. It's things that in themselves are fitting for the moment. They are events in and of themselves that build towards other events. Like you can understand that, can't you?
Like, I don't really I don't really see that in this Bakugo instance. Like, I feel like that works with other characters, but I don't feel like that would have done anything for Bakugo in this case, because this whole scene with him is explaining his entire reasoning for why it took him this long to actually confront Midoriya about it. Like, he's explaining everything that led up to this confrontation, and having having him react to it before now without bringing it up would have been like, why was Bakugo just timidly waiting at that point? If he was, because if he's still the best, it didn't matter to him. The tipping point was him failing the exam. That's what it is. He wanted to be the best, and since he's not the best, and the guy with the stolen quirk is the best, that's what's getting to him, and that's what forced this confrontation. If he had been on this before before
I just realized that we're going on this huge tangent, and it was a small anecdote to me that something just didn't feel quite right with the scene. I didn't mean to go off into this huge philosophical debate about what. Oh God.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I try to force things to tangents just to make the conversation.
So you're the asshole. So you're the asshole in this circumstance.
Of course I am. How long have you known me?
Okay, look. We sit at similar levels of asshole.
I want to give this a broader topic so that it can help more people than just, the hypothetical time traveler who's going to go back in time and fucking rewrite My Hero Academia. And stop them from adding one more glare from Bakugo to Deku. Building up to something is a character. It is characterization. That's Yes.
I don't think we disagree on this. I think what you
we don't disagree that build up is intrinsically tied to characterization.
Yes.
But Bakugo, it's not in his character to do that. If Bakugo was ready to confront Midoriya, he wouldn't have waited. Any I know you're up to something would have been okay, then why didn't you just go up to him and say it? This was the catalyst. He failed the exam. Midoriya passed the exam. That's when he's okay, I know you're up to something, and it's hurt me now.
I guess
even though
here we go.
He blames Midoriya for something that was his fault.
It's the staggering of the arcs. There we go. That's. I guess this really just goes back to the same complaint I had about season 2 and how the arcs just don't quite mesh as a coherent season. It just feels like this is where the season is concluding. This is obviously where the season.
I don't know.
Should have been building toward. I don't know.
It sounds like you want a little bit of artifice to creep in to your stories.
No.
Most of the time things just happen.
I like things to happen.
I mean that in real life.
I know in real life, but for me,
Stain would Stain attacking, Stain not attacking, They made it all the way to the end of the tournament before
the art. I think
hero
the
killer
quality of a
showed up.
good writer, I think, is where they can blend that level of control over the themes and build of their story with the idea of it being set in a realistic environment. The idea of fusing the two where events seem to happen naturally, but when you look under the hood, it happens on a level of on a very thematic level, on a very important thematic level. That it's just something about like the layers here aren't meshing, and that's, I think, just what's getting to me. There's something about, I don't know. It look, it's a small point. It's a small point. It wasn't supposed to be this huge drawn out conversation.
I mean, it is a good conversation to have.
I don't know, Tom. You weigh in.
I mean, I'm more on Raymond's side on this one because I think I think for emotional payoff there needs to be something leading up to it.
Yeah.
Like we should okay. What's a good example? Oh shit. But no, I'm getting tongue tied. I need more time to think about these kind of things.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I'm trying to.
That's why I edit the reactions.
When it comes to telling a story, I sort of have a gradient for how you should tell a story, at least in my mind, which is on one end you have parabolic stories, and on the other end you have realistic stories. And I think some of the best stories are somewhere in between or at the extremes. If you kind of go halfway, you kind of go somewhere in the middles of that spectrum, that like in the middle fifths of that spectrum, I guess, where you're not in the middle and you're not the far ends, you kind of
You're trying to describe the uncanny valley?
I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to explain. For example, I think RWBY itself should lean way more onto the parabolic side of things. Well, I guess no, this should definitely be more in the center. I'm trying to think of what should be more parabolic.
Well, RWBY was an example of like emotional payoff with no build up.
Exactly.
Like that was all. Volume 5 was payoff was shitty payoffs with no build up.
Jean yelling, "Stop bullying me!" What did he?
No, I'm talking.
Stop messing. Stop messing with me.
I'm talking like the confrontation with Adam and Blake. Like that was 2 volumes.
Right.
And that was
okay. Here's a good example. I know you guys probably haven't watched
it does matter. It does matter for Blake's character. It matters.
I know you guys haven't watched them, but there's Yorikumo Arashi and Mawaru Penguin Drum, done by Ikuno is his name. Let me try and find out. But Mawaru Penguin Drum. But the director is very much known for his Kunihiko Ikuhara. He's the guy that did some Sailor Moon. He did Revolutionary Girl Utena. But his works very often are, I find, parabolic in nature, where he does these stories that they don't necessarily reflect reality. They don't necessarily reflect real life, but they certainly reflect essences of elemental truths in reality. They're trying to explore and extrapolate upon certain themes and concepts.
You're essentially talking about meta storytelling.
Yeah, as what parabolic is, like in the idea of a parable where it's.
Oh, you're talking about parable, not parabola. Fuck me. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, so anyone who's like an hour and a half into this gets to see what a big fucking idiot I am. I'm like, why are you talking about a parabola? like it starts and then it goes up and then it comes down. No, you're talking about a parable.
Yes, a parable.
Like an allegory or something.
Parabolic has 2 meanings. I just googled it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
But parabolic storytelling.
Okay, I that's more clear. I was on the right track when I was still responding to you accurately despite not understanding why the fuck you were saying
just like the Overwatch conversation. You seem to be good at getting yourself into those situations. Your friend on Overwatch, Mauler, me.
Yeah.
You just have a.
Wait, what was the Overwatch conversation?
I did not know that Overwatch was a video game. I thought it was. I thought Overwatch was the name of one of those like SFM artists who just made his own models to make porn out of. And that was after the beta had closed.
Oh,
and
Christ.
so he was conversing with one of his friends about it, and for 45 minutes straight, they conversed about Overwatch without realizing that she was talking about the game.
It was the phrase, "Oh, I didn't think Tracer was your type," and then her response was, "But I always play DPS." I'm like, what? Wait a second. What are we talking about? Two different things.
I would love to actually see the full conversation because I just want to see how you guys narrowly dodge actually like clicking.
Oh my god.
But okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Side note, I can't play Tracer for shit.
Those stories, back on track, those stories, Moro Penguin Drum, Yurikuma Rashi, I can only assume Utena, Review Starlight, which is what's going on right now. I think that's him, but it's at the very least it's in his style. They're very much...
I am looking forward to watching this video after the fact because you are chopping like a motherfucker.
Oh,
for me
sorry,
right
shit.
I can kind of understand you. I think you're chopping slightly less for me, but it's still pretty bad.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
I don't think it's my internet. There's literally nothing.
I hope it's not.
Yeah, this is definitely a Discord problem of all three of us.
Oh, you know what? I think it might be Discord because Luke's complaining about not having internet as well.
So
it might be a Discord thing.
Yeah. So when it comes to those stories, their focus isn't necessarily on reflecting reality. It's mostly on reflecting core elements of human existence. I think Madoka Magica falls very comfortably in the parabolic area. It's not super grounded in realism. It plays fast and loose with a lot of its own rules, but it establishes the rules in order to tell a story. It's there to tell a very specific story about, the deal with the devil, that kind of thing. Faustian bargain. And on the flip side, you have something like, let's say, Game of Thrones. I've not watched it, but it's very much on the realistic angle where you
boy, you are chopping.
I can kind of hear. I can kind of hear.
Yeah, I am barely fucking understanding.
He's talking about Game of Thrones and how it's like it exists more in like the realm of literal storytelling. This is a story that is happening, and Madoka Magica is a story about a specific thematic
guys.
Through line.
Okay.
More so than about what's literally happening.
Okay.
And yeah, those are definitely two distinct type of stories. Yeah. And that's is the
It's actually wrong to talk about this because I actually do go on a big tangent about.
But I still don't think this applies to Bakugo.
Okay, maybe it doesn't. Okay, maybe it does depend on the character. I will. That is a good, that is a good argument.
Yeah, because like if you're going into story structure, right? That's basically what we're talking about. Should the structure should the story structure play out as though in this. I don't want to I'm gonna use the word artificial, but I don't want that to come off like it's a negative connotation on saying that something's artificial.
Yeah.
It's like an art manufactured that still sounds really negative.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear
you.
you. Oh, I got green bars on the voice connected thing, which is
I do now, yeah.
What the hell? Now I've read.
Yeah, I'm yellow now.
I have no idea.
But
my internet's going just fine, so it's not on my end.
I think it
it's
must be a Discord thing.
Definitely.
But what I was saying is, you have stories like Game of Thrones, or I'm trying to think of other more grounded, I would say, stories that are more set in realism than they are in any kind of parabolic sense. They're not trying to tell necessarily themes, they're trying to reflect a more realistic take on things. I guess Platoon, maybe, would be a good example.
Wait, you say Platoon?
Yeah, Platoon, the movie Platoon.
Okay, I couldn't tell if you're saying Platoon or Splatoon.
No.
I wasn't sure. Wait, are you talking about the really good Vietnam movie, or are you talking about the Nintendo game?
I mean, why not both?
Why not
Platoon,
both?
starring
No,
the Squid Kids.
Actually, anyway, sorry, go back to Platoon.
Yeah, so like movies and stories like that, where it's not focusing on a theme so much as I mean, sometimes they do. War is bad, that kind of thing. They focus on themes so broadly, they don't hyper focus on exploring the theme so much as they explore the realism of what the theme entails. It's kind of hard to quantify, but like those are the two extremes for me when it comes to storytelling. And a lot of really great ones end up in the middle, where you have, The Dark Knight, for example, I think is really great at exploring really complex themes while also showing a much more realistic take on, say, Batman. Where you ground certain things in reality in order to both tell show these concepts and ideas, to explore these themes, but also to explore them in a realistic context to some degree. It's balancing that I think a lot of stories tell. I think right now My Hero is sort of dipping into a little too far into the realism area, where it's not being parabolic enough with building to that. I mean, it's not super bad against it, but I think it typically sits right in the middle of between realism and parable, and it kind of occasionally it sways a little too much in one direction or the other. I think typically it leans a little too much towards realism, and it kind of dips into the uncanny valley there.
What in the fuck?
What?
What Fatman just posted? What in the fuck?
All right, are we done having this conversation? I want to leave after that picture.
I think,
I'm sorry, I derailed the whole thing with Kevin Spacey.
Put that in the video.
I'm not putting that in the video. I already have enough chances to getting demonetized with that fucking KonoSuba episode.
Let's just say I derailed the whole thing with Kevin Spacey. Let's just leave it at that. All right.
Yes.
I can.
Is there anything else to talk about?
It was an okay episode. I didn't really like the conversation between.
Yeah, the All Might conversation with one for all was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of
that was pretty
forgettable.
But I mean, like the bit at the end and the cameo reveal. I mean, I like this episode pretty decent.
Yeah.
Mineta is a better hero than Bakugo in Tournament.
I've been saying that the whole time.
Fatman, look, just because he's your spirit animal doesn't mean you can just keep forgiving him for his fucking blatant, disgusting behavior.
Everybody's behavior is blatant and disgusting when you get right down to it. At least he's honest.
And on that note,
thank you all so much
Kevin
for watching.
Spacey's.
A shout out to every single one of our lovely patrons and everyone in the Tundra Discord server. Remember, you too can join the Discord server for $1 or more to any one of our 3 Patreons. So join, and when you do, you can talk to us freely at any time. I mean, you can try anyway, but it's going to be difficult. I mean, we're not very conversational people. We're very socially introverted. I'm lying.
Yes. Yeah, but don't let that discourage you from trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will shun you politely. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, my video comes out tomorrow. And any announcements, guys?
You're not getting this up today. Your video's already out.
Fuck, you're right. My video's already out. Go watch it. It's gonna be everywhere. Catch you all on
something that might be coming out tomorrow is my teaser for the Volume 5 review up on my Patreon.
Hey.
So maybe that. But I mean, ultimately, go watch Raymond's video because it's free.
Yes.
If you have some extra money burning a hole in your pocket, then you can watch my teaser for the Volume 5 review.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to be up tomorrow, but it's definitely going to be out by the end of the month.
Alrighty.
And I'll have Volume 5 Part 3 done hopefully by the end of the month, if not beginning of next month.
Yeah. We're talking to people like an hour and a half or hour and 40 minutes into this video, so I doubt anybody was watching this far and not already one of our patrons.
I don't know. Some people I think would probably stayed for that delightful conversation dissecting parables.
Yes.
Parabolas.
You mean parabolas?
Parabolas. All right. Thank you all so much for watching for the 3rd time. Catch you all on the flip side.
Never doubt my predictions!
Never doubt Tom's predictions. Never, ever. Not even once.